one area that's of great interest to me is successful aging. And I did actually establish a hospital at Mount Sinai here in New York City, which is called the Martha Stewart Center for Living. It's an outpatient ward that deals with the subject of aging. It's part of the geriatric portion of the hospital. Mount Sinai has the oldest geriatric ward in America. They actually kind of are the founders of geriatric medicine. And we are suffering in America what I call a silver tsunami, which is we are going to have more than 65 million people over the age of 65 in 2 years. Who's going to take care of this aging population? Who's paying attention to that aging population? There's only one geriatrician for every 10 or 12,000 people over the age of 65. And that's frightening to think about it, because geriatric medicine up till now has been a very unpopular kind of practice. Doctors are much more interested in things like plastic surgery or orthopedics or sports medicine. They don't want to deal with the older population.
This is an area where there's a huge sense of urgency, but as you pointed out, the urgency doesn't necessarily match the public focus.
Not at all.
When you're looking at your giving efforts, how do you measure the efficacy of your efforts?
Well, I measure it by other people's interest in the same causes. How many other people are starting to pay attention or have been paying attention to this area? Are there other hospitals in America that are dealing forthrightly with the problem? Is Congress paying attention? There is a committee on the aging. I went and appeared before it down in Washington. There are senators and congressmen and other people who are working slowly, but they know the importance of the subject matter. How are insurers dealing with it? I just finished a book, it'll be published early next year, called Living the Good Long Life. That is a simple, really, picture of what's going on and how to cope with it as a caregiver, as a caretaker. And I hope that helps bring this subject to more prominence in America. Little by little, it's happening, and I just read an article somewhere that geriatric medicine is all of a sudden becoming a more attractive occupation for doctors, which is great. So there's hope, and I think little by little, as it is with every cause and every good area of interest in America, I think there is hope. There is definite attention being spent dealing with the problems, and there is focus.
As you've gone along this journey, both the highs and the lows, what surprised you most in terms of lessons learned for you personally in philanthropy, or how it even translates to business?
My philanthropy suffered a grave setback when I was accused of a crime, and my personal fortune was greatly diminished by this problem that I faced, and all I could think of was how sad it was that being the focus of something, to me a very unfair focus, took away so much from what I could do to help others. And because money is the best way to sort of help in philanthropy. I mean, you can spend your time, you can do this, you can do that, but it all comes down in the end to how much money can be invested in a cause to make a difference.